Stay the Fuck Home. Written, illustrated, and apparently narrated by Jean Vergara. Hey, times are tough. This is a bedtime story created for the defiant but well-loved adult in your life that can't seem to just stay home during the COVID-19 pandemic. Now available on Amazon. The earth continues to spin, yet the world is shutting down. Gatherings in large crowds are nowhere to be found. The streets are quiet and storefronts bare. It's affecting us all. We are starting to care. The majority of the world is in quarantine, lockdown, or shelter in place. We are all just doing our part to save the human race. So it comes as a shock that I have to pick up the phone and urge my defiant parents to stay the fuck home. Unfortunately, they are not the only ones we are trying to reach. Let's not forget those rowdy spring breakers partying at the beach, or the large mass of shoppers as far as the eye can see buying 100 pounds of pasta and all the TP, or people who think that staying home is too much of a bore, or those having parties with 10 people or more, or those who feel ill but don't want to stay in. I'm telling you right now, that's not how we'll win. For them, I have only one thing to say, and if it helps, read this like a poem. Everyone, I beg you, just stay the fuck home. Remember, as day turns into night, and night turns into day, from what the news tells us, we must learn to stay away. But that does not mean we cannot connect with others, use technology to call friends, family, sisters, or brothers, throw a dance party, have meetings on Zoom, create a fucking disco in your own living room. Organize your closets, learn how to sew, start a backyard garden, and watch that shit grow. You can even just lounge on the couch and binge on your shows while eating cookies, chips, or some cheesy nachos. If you want to learn a new skill, now is the time. From archery to knitting to panto fucking mime. So grab a trashy magazine or a paperback tome and please, just stay the fuck home. If you have kids, just know that I feel your pain. Homeschooling your own sounds a little bit insane. You're the teacher, coach, and principal all wrapped into one. You start off strong in the morning, but by noon you're so done. It can be overwhelming, thankless, and awfully tough. But now you can see a teacher's salary just isn't enough. When the dust settles and the classrooms open once again, show gratitude to their teachers. They are a 10 out of 10. And though you may feel like you're in a pressure dome, it will pass. I swear. Just stay the fuck home. If you even think about setting foot outside that front door, hold on, sit down. I'm about to say a whole lot more. Think of those who toil for us out on the front line, who work at hospitals, grocery stores, and places we dine. Think of the delivery people, gas attendants, and even bank tellers, and the pilots, shipping crew, and post office dwellers. Think of the essential workers who risk their lives every single day, who just want to battle this pandemic away. Think of the people who lost their jobs because there's no work to be had, who can only go back to work until the threat is no longer bad. Think of the consultants, those in tourism, living off a gig economy, and the restaurateurs, self-employed, and those seeking autonomy. Think of the students whose graduation had been canceled or postponed, who at the beginning of the year felt like royalty, only to be dethroned. Please do not let their hard work be in vain. I know you're just trying to live and keep yourself sane, but it's times like these where we have to remain together as one to take back our domain. So step back in, go out if you need to, and don't just roam. Please, we need you to stay the fuck home. If you want to help, and I know that you will, repeat what I say. This is not a fucking drill. Don't hang out in crowds, stay 6 feet apart, practice social distancing like it's a fucking work of art. Generously tip the people who deliver. Don't just take, be a caregiver. Check in on those who may be alone. It's truly not hard, you just pick up the phone. Shop for an older relative, neighbor, or friend. Being selfless and caring should be the new trend. No need to hoard, save some for the rest. In times of crisis, you should reveal your very best. Think of others and don't you dare groan when the one thing that can save us is to stay the fuck home. I know you are social and that's a blessing and yet a curse, but I'm doing this for your own good. If not, it will only get worse. I know all you want to do is hang out with your friends, attend mass, go shopping, and just enjoy your weekends. But please stop making me worry because that's what I do. And really, I only worry because I sincerely love you. To all our older parents, from our mouths do we foam as we warn, as we plead for you to stay the fuck home. There will be a time when we recall the events of COVID-19. We will wake up from what feels like a delirious dream, and the earth will heal in more ways than one, and we will open our doors to find a very bright sun. The air will be cleaner, and the sky a bit more blue, and groceries will be fully stocked with fucking tissue. The stock market is down, but it will surely go back up. Relationships will be stronger, and some will break up. Jobs will come back, though we may feel a sting. But hope is what we need, and that's all I can bring. I swear, if we sacrifice for others, we will only be stronger, but if we don't do our part, this will only take longer. I know that this is happening, that it's actually real, and so I just want to tell you how I actually feel. I love you, I care, and you are definitely not alone. So take this with kindness and please stay the fuck home.